Hey Libra, happy September 2017. This is Dark Dove Tarot. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm going to give the cards a little more energy before we get started. You might hear a jingling bell. That is a 2-pound poodle I am watching this week, and he is sitting next to me on the couch. Super cute, but since he's so tiny, they put a bell on him so that you don't step on him. So anyways, Libra, again, hope you're doing fantastic. This is general, so check your sun, moon, and rising. Sometimes those will resonate with you more than others. I move pretty quick, as you know. I have a lot to say, a lot I want to get out without taking up too much of your time. This is Libra, September 2017. And there we go. Sorry. Concentrating a little extra hard for some reason. Okay, so again, general reading. Check your sun, moon, and rising for any additional information. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private reading, donation information is in the description below. I focus on love, singles generally, and I'll add anybody looking to reconcile as well. But again, singles are usually the ones who come to me with any questions, private reads, etc. So it seems like that is the majority of people who watch my videos, and then some people looking to reconcile as well. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with your current position coming into the month as we normally do, and you have the Four of Wands, which immediately tells me that if you're single, you're coming into the month feeling happy, rested up, feeling like you completed something. So maybe you're dating and you've met somebody. So you've broken kind of if you're online dating, if you're doing meetup groups, whatever the case may be, maybe you're feeling like you're finally getting somewhere with some of these people. Maybe you're still dating, you're not committed to anybody, but you are focusing on, one or two people in particular. This is very peaceful. So some of you had a busy summer of dating and chaos, and now school's back into season here in the US, and we're about to hit fall and the holidays, and I think some of you this month are just feeling a little more grounded, especially if you're single. I feel like you're finding a little more stability in your dating life. There were a lot of ups and downs, a lot of like peaks and plateaus, and then some of you would meet people thinking, hey, they're great, and then they would ghost, or whatever those terms are. I'm not familiar with all of the dating terms, but I know that ghosting is a big one, whatnot. And so if you're single, I really feel like you're coming into this month with like a sense of calmness. Again, maybe you've met one or two people that you think you'd like to see where it goes. And maybe some of you are taking a break from dating. Maybe you're not, but you're still single and you're still wondering, hey, is there somebody out there for me? Or when is it coming? Or how soon is it coming? Or what's it going to look like? Is it going to be a roller coaster until I find them? Whatnot. Right now, you're just kind of open to possibilities, but you're not pushing anything. You're not, worried about anything. You're just feeling kind of even keel. Nothing too exciting, but no major lows either. If you're looking to reconcile, I think that you're either in contact with your ex, or you will be in contact with your ex coming into September. And I feel like that's the first completion for you. Like getting over the hurdle of, should I contact him or her, or are they going to contact me? And somebody's been in contact, and if not, it's almost like you're feeling calm because you know they're going to be. Or maybe you were worried they were dating somebody else, and this is saying, no, they're not. They're just maybe taking their time to get to know you. Or, sorry, not to get to know you. They're taking their time to, get their life in order, whatnot. Although I just said getting to know you, which makes me think some of you who are looking to reconcile, you're getting to know yourself. You're, back in touch with yourself. You're feeling that resting, kind of like you've recuperated from something. So maybe it's been crazy. Maybe it's been painful, wondering about your ex, and you're all of a sudden in a place of I've got this, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Whatever's going to come is going to come. The next card you have is any feelings that help or hinder coming into the month, and you have the Sun. That's definitely not a hindrance. That's a major help. The Sun is one of my favorite cards. It's about hope and being self-aware. So if you are single, you are feeling hopeful. Whatever chaos ensued before, you're not feeling that there. So I really feel like some of you may have met a person, a few people, again, you're not committed in anything. Some of you are going, no, like not even close to being able to have a relationship. We've been on like 2 dates, but like you've met a lot of crazy people, and all of a sudden you've met 1 or 2 people that give you that inspiration of like, okay, there are some normal people, and I've been through all the BS I could possibly be through. I've waded through bullshit, and now I've like, gotten to the point where I can see clear, because the sun is clear-sighted. There's no clouds in the sky. If they are, they're not causing any harm or any mystery or any negativity. They're not blocking you from seeing the bigger picture. And I feel like some of you have realized you're putting yourself out there, you know what you want, and you're realizing that if you put out lust, you're going to get lust. If you put out negativity, you're going to get negativity. So you've kind of almost feel like you've gotten the secret down to, how to present yourself to get what you want in a positive way, and it's reflecting back positively to you. If you're looking to reconcile, I think that there is a lot of hope there, that you're kind of aware of what you need to do to make the positive changes in your own life, and in doing so, I think some of you just have a glimpse in what your partner's up to. I don't know if it's via social media, or if you are talking to them, or if they've contacted you, but some of you are like, you can see the big picture, and it's positive, and there is hope there. So again, negative feelings you had about it before, now you just want to know, like, is it really something we could do and bring to fruition and make happen? But you're feeling positive about it. Some of you may be watching this going, well, that's not true, I haven't heard from them, but this says that in September at some point, you're going to have something come to you, whether it is communication, whether it's somebody else telling you, through the grapevine, whatever it is, that there is a reason to feel a positive energy about it. The next card you have is distant past. Over the past few years, generally, years and years ago, not dealing with the ex that you're looking to reconcile with now, you have the Queen of Cups. And this tells me, for both anybody who's single and looking to reconcile, that whoever this was you were with always had secrets, right? The Queen is very mysterious. She's otherness. She has a spirituality about her, but she doesn't let anybody in all the way necessarily. And I feel like that's what Libras had to deal with in the past. You were always in the dark about something. There was always some story about something, or a big explanation as to why somebody was somewhere they weren't supposed to be, or money was spent that wasn't supposed to be spent. And I always bring the past into it, because each month there's something from your past that you need to reflect on. And I think that this is a very important one, because this is saying, if you have met people, or you are in a good place to date, and you have hope, and you are self-aware, you're going to be aware of who this person was, what their true colors were. And a lot of you, because Libras kind of like analyze things, right? And they're very giving of the heart, but they pay attention. It's kind of like it's almost like you figured out what the red flags were that you should have known, or you gave so many chances. And I think that's the thing too, you're about giving chances, as long as the explanation's there, or oh yeah. And sometimes I think that you hope the explanation is a good one, even though in your heart like it's just bullshit. So somebody in your past was feeding you lines, or telling you one thing, but they were doing something completely different. And what I always tell all of the signs is, like, I've learned a lot lately to really listen to people, because they'll tell you who they are, right? But not with their words, with their actions. So if they're always saying, oh, let's get married, or oh, I want to move in together, or oh, I'm just not ready for a relationship, but you find out they were in one, whatever it is, they tell you by their actions. And it goes along with actions speak louder than words, but I think it's more than that, because I don't know about you, but I can sit in a room and sense somebody's demeanor after I watch them for a little bit. Like if you're at a coffee shop, or if you're at an airport and you watch people, you can learn a lot about people and just what they're reading, or what they're looking at, or what they order, if that makes sense. So I think Libras have realized they need to be a lot more aware of their surroundings, and you're not going to do the hidden secrets anymore. You're not going to do, well, they said they were going here, but it sounds like you're not. So if you're meeting people and you're dating, and they're feeding you a line of BS, you're going to be able to read into it. And if you're looking to reconcile, you're going to know whether your ex is telling the truth, or whether they're just feeding you bullshit, and you're going to make a decision from there. The next card you have is your most recent past. So over the past few weeks, past few months, and you have Temperance, which is about balance and patience. This is about doing everything compromised. So if you're looking to reconcile, I really do feel like you are either in contact with your ex or you're heading in that direction and you are looking to make some sort of compromise. Whether it was Libra who caused the rift, whether it was your ex who caused the rift, or whether it was both of you. Kind of like Cancers, I get the feeling that this was petty for some of it. It wasn't like a major cheating or scandal. Yes, I'm sure some of you will tell me it was, because again, this is general. It covers so many things, but I'm getting the sense a lot of you it was petty. You realize that. You realize that there are things you could have done different, and you realize there are things they could have done different. So maybe the past few weeks, past month or two, you've been thinking about that. What could you have done different? And if you do those things differently, does your relationship have a chance? And I feel like that the reason it seems like you're in communication with them is that even if you're not yet, you're both connected on that level of, like, you know, the spiritual level or the heart level, however everybody, telepathic people, whatever you want to call it. You're connected in a way that you want to give it another shot, and so you're on even playing field because you're making changes and they're making changes. Whether you know that yet or whether they know that yet is to be determined. If you're single, this is you coming into this month, and that means the past few weeks, the past month or so, you've been guiding towards that. I feel like, again, summer has been kind of chaos. You've, you know, let things get a little crazy, or, you know, went on a lot of dates instead of taking the rest that you need. Maybe every week you had a few dates and you were feeling overwhelmed or talking to a lot of people, and now you're toning it down. The past few weeks have been kind of like, okay, you know, we're coming into the fall again, different things for different people. But if you have kids, schedules are starting. You know, maybe you took vacation time during the summer and now it's back to the grind. Whatever it is, the temperance is saying the past few weeks you've been back to moderation, back to balance. So if you've been out, you know, hanging with friends a lot, going camping a lot, partying a lot, whatever it is, you're kind of reeling things in, going, okay, you know, I'm resting up. If you have met a few people, it's calmed down to where you're able to focus on those few people instead of dodging, like, you know, 20 different emails online. And it feels positive. It's kind of an even keel flow is how Libra's looking so far for September and the past few weeks. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, not just in September, and you have the Page of Wands. Now, if you're single, this again goes well with possibly having met somebody, and if you haven't yet, you will, because this is somebody sparking your curiosity. This is somebody who you're feeling confident about, you're feeling secure about, you're feeling like when they tell you something, you believe it. You're not second guessing that. And I feel like this past comes up here because you're having to learn how to date in a different light, where you're paying attention and you're not second guessing what everybody says, because somebody back at some point was very dishonest with you, and you tend to bring that into dating to kind of, you know, build that wall so that nobody can hurt you. But I think that you're going to meet one person. There's a single matchstick there, so I really feel like it's one person. It may be, you know, 2 or 3, and you'll narrow it down from there. But your distant future is definitely saying, look, somebody's going to catch your eye, and, you know, you're going to have to take them at face value if you want to get anywhere. They're going to be upfront and honest with you, but if you second guess them, I feel like you're not going to get anywhere and you're just going to push them away. So just watch that, because you want to come across as having confidence with them and believing in them, and they're going to be the type of person, I think, who's going to make that easy. So you're not going to feel like you need to second guess anything. If you're looking to reconcile, there's going to be curiosity here. So again, if you are in connection with your ex, or whether you're going to be soon, I think honestly what this is telling me is somebody else is going to spark your curiosity, kind of like singles. So I'm not sure if over this period of you and your ex communicating or starting to communicate, maybe somebody else catches your eye and pulls you in a whole different direction over the next few months. We'll see what the rest of the spread says, but that came through, like, I don't know. And you're also going to be confident, and I feel like you need that confidence, because yes, there's a possibility that things could work out, and yes, you're coming into this with hope and a good state of mind, but I feel like that hope is also an inspiration of, if it doesn't work out, there's possibility for me in the future. So I think if it does work out for you, it could be very good and things could flow well. If it doesn't, I think you're going to move almost immediately on because somebody is going to spark your curiosity. Okay, the next card you have is the immediate future. So over the next few weeks and throughout September, you have the Eight of Wands. So somebody is quickly moving. So if you're single, I really do feel like you've met somebody or you're going to meet somebody, and it's going to be like no second guessing. Like this is the person that you want to be with, because you've stopped trying to make people who you want them to be, if that makes sense. Like you would date in hopes that they would be everything you want to be, and this person's going to be everything you want to be within reason. You're not being unreasonable. You're not expecting miracles. Everybody has their issues, right? But this person is showing you what you want, and it's almost like, well, what am I doing? I couldn't have asked for anything more. It is what I want. I'm going to go after it. And or they're going to come after you full force. So the 8 is all about the next few weeks. It's quick. It's going to happen. It's not going to be forced, although it's interesting because it may feel like it just kind of forced its way into your life. Like you may, Libra, have somebody come in who's like, hi, I'm here, I'm staying. I like you. What's going on? Or you might be doing the, hey, I like you. Although I think Libra's going to be the one kind of a little insecure about it. Like, whoa, we might be moving. Whoa, let's be practical about it. We might be moving a little fast. And they're going to be like, nope, I like you. You like me. Why are we asking questions? So that's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be good, though. Really good. The next, or if you're looking to reconcile, I am almost thinking that maybe this is going to be make or break. September is going to be make or break for you, because this is quick action, movement, and movement away. Like it's going to be movement in the opposite direction. So I think for some of you, you're feeling the hope and the inspiration of compromise, and you're feeling relaxed coming into this month. But I think something's going to point you in the direction you need to go, and you're just going to know. It's going to be quick too. It's going to be like, oh yeah, they're still full of shit. Okay, bye. And then you're going to meet this person. Or they're going to be like, hey, this is dumb. What are we doing? I love you. Move in with me. Literally, that's how I think it's going to go. Either or. 50-50 shot. And I think your gut will tell you, yes, this is the best thing. No, don't even think about it. All right. The next card you have is any future external factors. So anything that comes into play tangibly throughout September. It could be in the beginning, middle, end, or all throughout the month. And you have the Fool, which is fantastic because the Fool is about potential and fearlessness. So if you're single, all right, you're starting the Arcana over, because that's the beginning of the entire cycle of tarot, and possibilities are endless, and there's potential here. So you may be seeing one or two people again. You may notice that the dating life is calming down. It's feeling better. It's more hopeful. You're, feeling that patience, and it's going to pay off this month, because here it is. This is the potential coming in. Fearlessness, you're going to grab it, or they're going to grab you. Not physically, but maybe physically. But it's going to be good, because it will literally be quick, like I said, and then you're going to feel that in September. Even if it's like you go on date number 3, they're going to grab your hand. It's going to be, everything's just, maybe you're going to be like switching stuff on each other's plates and realize like, oh, this is like we're doing a dating dance, like we've been together for a long time. It's going to feel good. If you're looking to reconcile, I think this means you're going to be moving on, because this is new beginnings. It's it's kind of like starting over. And honestly, that's what I think a majority of you are going to do. In the beginning, I thought maybe not, because there's a lot of communication, there's compromise, but nope, I think you're going to be moving on, or your ex will, but I think Libra's going to be the one to pull the plug. And I think the Fool is you starting over, starting a new beginning, new horizons, and you're also going to have the potential as well. The next card you have is future internal factors, so how you're going to be feeling throughout the month of September, and you have the 9 of Coins. The 9 is about abundance. You're going to be feeling satisfied. So I'm going to start with reconciliation. If you're looking to reconcile, I think whatever decision you make, whether it's together or separate, again, it's general, it's broad. If you do separate, you're going to feel good about it. You're going to feel successful. You're going to feel like you've accomplished what you needed to do in that relationship, and now it's time to move on to the next step in your life. And if you do stay together, I feel like you're going to feel successful in that as well. Like your cup has runneth over, so to speak. If you're single, this is all flowing very well, because this is success in But this is internally, so that's how you're going to feel, whether you're reconciling or whether you're single. If you're single, you're going to be feeling like, okay, finally, after months, years, whatever it is of dating or talking to new people or being in and out of little dating relationships, or, you know, however your dating life has presented itself, you finally feel in September like you may be making some headway. And I really think you're making headway. So that's going to be exciting to see. I feel like by the end of this month, you will feel like you've started to tackle the dating world and have been successful at it. The next two cards you have are your fears and hopes for the outcome of the month of September, and you have the Five of Wands, and your actual outcome, and you have the Empress, which is an excellent outcome. So the Five of Wands is your hopes and fears. Again, that's internal as well. So some of you, if you're single, you're trying to balance priorities. And I think that may have something to do with this person who's going to come in and kind of shove their way into your life, because maybe you have kids, maybe you have, you know, a really big career, whatever it is, and this person's kind of like, I'm not going anywhere, so you got to figure it out. And that's literally what the Five is like. It's going to feel a little chaotic, but it's like, welcome to chaos. Maybe your life has been mundane, like do the same routine every day, do the same thing, and now somebody's kind of like, hey, I'm here, like, yeah, let's do this. And you're kind of going, but where do you fit in? And I'm not used to this. And wait, I mean, I've been living alone for so long, and I have kids, and so we got to be careful because I don't want to introduce you to the kids too long, or whatever it is. It's going to be like a completion of dating and moving into more of a committed life. That's exactly what this is. If you're single, you're completing the dating cycle for now, or at least moving into the next month. That's how it's going to feel. And it's going to be good, but it will feel a little chaotic, but you can handle it. You got it. If you're looking to reconcile, this is chaos, complete chaos. And I think that you two are going to complete it because you're going to have this opportunity of potential, and you're going to take it, and you're going to take the new beginning, because I feel like there's going to be communication. It might be nice and it might be hopeful in the beginning, and then at the end you're going, oh hell no, we are not going back to the same old crap. And you're going to be done, and you're going to say, nope, thanks, bye Felicia, have a nice life. The outcome of the month is the Empress, and if you're single, this is sensuality. So this could be, again, you know, a few dates and the lust enters, or the physical or the sex or whatnot. It could just be sensuous in yourself, feeling more sexy, feeling more handsome, but you're going to feel very nurturing and like creating something. And I think that this is you wanting to create a bond and creating a family with this new person. So whether you have kids or don't have kids, you're going to discuss kids, you're going to discuss marriage, you're going to discuss moving in together, and maybe quick and soon. And I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying it's something that you're going to feel open to, or you're going to feel that want to start including this person into your life, and knowing that, like, if you do have kids, or if you have pets you can consider kids, or whatever, you know, close family that you see a lot, this person, you're going to be thinking at the end of the month, how do they fit in? Which is kind of what you've been wanting. So nothing wrong with that, right? If you're looking to reconcile, I think that you're going to be start to put yourself first, your family first, whether it's kids, whether it's, you know, siblings. This is you saying, I can create what I want, I can have what I want, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling like my life is fulfilling now, and this person that I was looking to reconcile with didn't fit in. I didn't feel fulfilled when I was with them. I felt chaos. And you're going to be going, okay, now I know what I want, now I know what I don't want. I'm getting rid of the baggage this month. I'm done. I'm calling it quits. Or they are, but I think Libra's going to have the upper hand in that decision. And you know it's the best decision for you, because now that they're going to be gone, if, again, you know, there are going to be some of you that are going to reconcile, but if that person is gone, you're going to feel this and not this. You're going to get this and not that. So it may be necessary for that person to be gone and you to finally put your foot down and say, I'm not doing this. You haven't been honest with me, you haven't been committed to me, you've been telling me one thing, doing a different thing, and immediately when that person's gone and you make the decision to actually cut them fully off, you're going to feel like this. Alright, so really quick, I just want to clarify this movement here and this. Okay, so, because your outcome, again, is sparking. Ooh, we got all sorts of stuff going on here. I'll keep those two. you know, I think you're going to all of a sudden start feeling this push from this person. So let's see who this is or what's going on there. And then this is curiosity, confidence, but to what extent? Marriage, kids. Okay, so we have the 9 of clubs here. Oop. And we have the 7 of spades here. So let's see. All right, so the 8 of wands is your immediate future. And like I said, that's quick action. That's kind of forceful. That's movement. Not in a negative way. That's just, you know, it's like I said, it's going to come in quick whether you're looking to reconcile or whether you're single. And you have the 9 of clubs, which is actually, this is enduring. This is endurance. This is like a battle. So it's very interesting. If you're looking to reconcile, this is going to be like the battle that just throws it all. And you say, bye, quick, get out of here. So I really do feel like there's this calm. And then before the storm, then the storm happens and it's going to be quick. You're going to be like, nope, been there, done that. You can't be honest with me now. You're not showing me what I want. I'm not ready to take another chance on you, bye. And I think that's exactly what that means. If you're single, this means that you are strength, that you are capable. So this person coming in, forcing themselves in your life, not forcing in a negative way, or you forcing yourself into their life, again, I think it's going to be them, you're going to handle very eloquently. In other words, it will feel a little forced, a little quicker than what, but you're going to endure it. You have strength, and that's what the 9 says. All right, so your outcome is the 7 of spades on top of, or not your outcome, excuse me, your distant future on top of your page of wands. And like I said, the page of wands is, you know, great sparks and communication. And then you top it off with the 7 of spades. And it's very interesting because this is, so if you're looking to reconcile, this is deceit. This is somebody who's not being very true. They're not telling you the truth. So I think that's you're gonna notice that this was the best decision for you to battle it out and be done, because now the 7 says, okay, you were lying and now we can clear the air and we're starting over, because this is about reassessing, turning point. So, and if you're single, you are definitely, you know, reassessing and changing your life and making room for this person coming in. Just be careful with the 7, because it says like you're going to feel distrust, and I think that's going to be in your head. I think it's going to be something that, because you're going to feel like it's too good to be true, you're going to have like that feeling of insecurity. So just don't go there. Okay? All right, Libra, have a great September. See you next month. Bye.